this is such a hard book to show off the cover of. I knew nothing about this book when I got it, and I really had no expectations. I think I just got this because I really liked the cover, which is honestly something that I always do. My mom is a book designer and editor, and so I have kind of a really intense draw to books that have a good design. I'm sure that you haven't seen my video on Misfit, which is another book I like, but this has the kind of like early 2000s like affectation of design where they think that it looks cool to print pages with like a kind of a design that makes it look a certain way. The cover is wonderful, the title page is wonderful, the back of the book is wonderful. It definitely sets a mood. I just don't like the brick that's printed on the chapter openers and then on each single page. It's very unnecessary and does not help with the mood. So I'm actually noticing something that Eric LaRocca is actually a pretty famous horror writer, and I had not read anything else of his when I first read this book. Again, I knew nothing going into it, like I did not know what I was buying. I just really liked the cover. And I feel like I have read other books by him. Oh, yeah, okay, see, I love this. This is gorgeous. How is that? But that's like the tone of the book. And also, so this is a very abstract book. It's written in a very ambiguous, abstract, impressionistic way. And I love that. I love books that are written like that. I'd say that it's very unique. It follows multiple different characters through their stories, through their lives, and it kind of unites them. This is a wonderful book if you are in any way queer. There's a lot of really good queer representation, but also it has everyone. It has old people, it has young people, it has people who are disabled, but in no way is it like trying to represent every community. It's just literally representing a community. Like it's giving you a take on this group of people who somehow become connected. You know, they become involved with each other in a really interesting way. It's very much about like looking deeply into each person's life and how they view things. It's very magical, it's very mysterious. It has an undercurrent of kind of like cults and demon worship, but it doesn't like hit you in the face with it. You're not like, ugh, this again, I hate this. It's very much just like, what if you could summon a demon? What if a demon could come into someone's community? You know, like who would be doing it? Who would be opposed to it? Is there an evil presence lurking among us? You know, among us, that kind of thing. So I feel like it's very pleasant in its creepiness. It's a world that you can kind of like fall into and you feel like you are immersed in it. It doesn't feel like it's forced. It doesn't feel fake. It feels very authentic and real. Gritty, grimy. Everyone's kind of suffering. Everyone has something wrong with them. Everyone has to overcome something or do something. but not, again, in a forced way. You know, it's not like a hero's journey. It's very much like you're just walking down the street and you see someone you need to help and you pick them up and you bring them home and you help them, you know, you give them a change of clothes, and then you find out that there's something a little bit wrong with them. You find out that there's something that doesn't make you feel particularly comfortable to have this person in your house, and then someone comes and picks them up and they also are a little bit off, and so you're kind of like, did I really want to have connected myself to these people? But also you would have felt bad if you hadn't helped them. So how does that make sense? You know, it's that kind of like gradual unveiling of what is wrong or what is happening. It doesn't hit you all at once that it is wrong. Let me read you the summary, and then maybe I'll give my thoughts on it. An insidious darkness threatens to devastate a rural New England village when occult forces are conjured and when bigotry is left unrestrained. After a recent string of disappearances in a small Connecticut town, a grieving widower with a grim secret is drawn into a dangerous ritual of dark magic by a powerful and mysterious older gentleman named Hart Crowley. Meanwhile, a member of local law enforcement tasked with uncovering the culprit responsible for the bizarre disappearances soon begins to learn of a current of unbridled hatred simmering beneath the guise of the town's idyllic community, a hatred that will eventually burst and forever change the lives of those who've once found peace in the quiet town of Henley's Edge. Sorry, I was just, from the Bram Stoker Award nominated author of the viral sensation Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke, which I can't even read. Like, I started reading that and it really was messing me up, like, mentally. Like, I couldn't do it. And then also Everything the Darkness Eats. And I'm pretty sure I've read that one. I just need to refresh my memory because I don't remember what the premise of it was, so I can look that up. The quote on it says, "Horror fiction doesn't get more emotionally raw than this. A smart, sharp read with echoes of King's Needful Things and Barker's The Damnation Game. Everything the Darkness Eats." Okay, I'm literally stupid. This is Everything the Darkness Eats. I was like, oh god, my brain is so off. Sorry, I'm so out of it today. Everything the Darkness Eats not only has one hell of a good title, it's one hell of a good book. A unique and deadly beast of a novel with a double row of very sharp teeth. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot I can say, but I loved it. It's really good. I might reread this. It might become a comfort read of mine. I read this for the first time 2 years ago, I think, and honestly, I'm due for a reread. It's so good.